Carnes swings it out to Owens. He was in motion, gets by that first defender, and he's got a UNI first down. Here's Carnes looking to throw. Flips it to the flats. Here's David Johnson. 2-on-1. Look at that cutback. Inside the 10 he goes. Wow, an ankle breaker. Pocket collapses, and Wentz goes down. Brett McMakin on the sack for UNI. Darian Miller straight up the middle, and UNI puts 6 on the board. Here's David Johnson. He likes game balls. He's out to the 29.
Well, it depends how many game balls you're handing out. Let's give number 7.
Top-ranked North Dakota State brings a 33-game winning streak into the Unidome for an always tough battle against the University of Northern Iowa. Good afternoon, Brad Wells alongside Eric Braley as the UNI Panther football team has their toughest test of this 2014 season. Top-ranked North Dakota State. And Eric, this NDSU Bison team at the top of the national standings, and they've been there for a while.
And they've deserved to be.
North Dakota State head coach Chris Kleiman played football at the University of Northern Iowa, was an assistant coach for the UNI Panthers, but today he's on the other side of the field as he brings his North Dakota State football team in for a matchup with the UNI Panthers. And Eric, as we take a look at our keys to the game, he'll set his emotions aside. He's looking for an NDSU win. What are his keys?
Well, control
going in that #1 ranking.
North Dakota State is looking for their 5th win over a top 25 ranked team, the UNI Panthers, looking for their 2nd straight win over a top 10 team. It's number 19 UNI against number 1 North Dakota State coming up next, presented by Casey's General Store.
On the first drive.
Take a look at our starting lineups. On the left side, Jack Rummels, a preseason All-American for UNI. There's Breon Carnes making his 3rd straight start at quarterback, and David Johnson is UNI's all-time leading rusher. Kevin Vereen Jr., a touchdown in 6 games this year for the UNI Panthers. There's Carnes at quarterback. And we'll hand it off up the middle. Darian Miller on the carry. A gain of 3 as we take a look at the North Dakota State defense. And part of the front 4, Kyle Emanuel, National Defensive Player of the Week with 6 sacks against South Dakota State. Carlton Littlejohn, the main man. Over the last 4 years, when these two teams have met, they have both been in the top 25 a year ago, number 1 versus number 4. This will be the 5th year in a row as North Dakota State number 1 and UNI number 19. As David Johnson gets his first carry of the ball game up the left side, big hole. And UNI with their first down of the game on the run of David Johnson.
Johnson had a very...
So here's a 3rd and long, and it gets loud inside this Unidome. Wentz in shotgun. He's looking to throw. Wants the first down, and it's dropped. Incomplete, in and out of the hands of Kevin Vaudland. Crockett at tailback. It'll be Crockett for a loss.
Oh boy, what a play.
Mac O'Brien ended up on top of him. Xavier Williams with a good push.
You got to win in the trenches there, and all
should go one way or the other. They are able to get him correct. At what point do they open that wide open and say everything's reviewable?
Well, most UNI games are last.
There's a 3rd down and 8. Wentz over the middle, intercepted. Tim Kilfoy. He had an interception for a touchdown a week ago. He's got it close to midfield.
Oh boy.
A flag comes out at the end of the play, but a huge turnover as North Dakota State was driving the Panthers.
Huge MVFC matchup.
Carnes swings it out to Owens. He was in motion, gets by that first defender, and he's got a UNI first down. And they're down to the 22-yard line.
This pass has to be right on.
Here's Carnes looking to throw. Flips it to the flats. Here's David Johnson. 2-on-1. Look at that cutback. Inside the 10 he goes. And it's a 1st and goal. Wow, an ankle breaker.
I told you he could stop on a dime.
2 receivers up top. Carnes in shotgun. Hands it off. No, he keeps it. Left side. Looking for the end zone. Is he in? Yes! Touchdown, UNI. And it's good. So a turnover turns into points as the home team strikes first. 7-0. You're watching Panther football on the Panther Sports Network. 3rd 3rd and 4. Wentz to throw. Pocket collapses, and Wentz goes down. Brett McMakin on the sack for UNI.
Give McMakin the credit.
266 yards of total offense. That's combined for both 19th ranked UNI and number 1 ranked North Dakota State. Good evening. Brad Wells alongside Eric Braley inside the Unidome. And Eric, kind of what we expected. The defense has played very, very strong for both squads.
Well, both teams have good.
Ran the fake on at the end of the first half. There's Schmadeke from 43, right down the middle. 2-possession ball game. 10-0. The Panthers take advantage of the North Dakota State turnover. You're watching UNI football versus North Dakota State, presented by Casey's General Store.
Bigler here.
And Eric, you mentioned it in the first half. Special teams, a place that UNI has scored this season. North Dakota State may come after Bigler once again. They had a roughing the kicker penalty earlier. He gets it away cleanly. Caught at the 40, already in UNI territory. Here goes C.J. Smith inside the 20. Down to the 12-yard line. C.J. Smith, the junior out of Savage, Minnesota.
Ranked in the top 25 this year.
Ben LeCompte with the kickoff. Chad Owens brings it out of the end zone. Across the 20. Cuts to the outside. Stays on his feet. Across midfield before he's brought down. The senior.
Oh, boy. Both of them UNI student athletes.
He's got some speed, and kind of rare for Breon to pull up like that before he heads out of bounds. There's a handoff. David Johnson. He put his shoulder down. Now a stiff arm. Finally wrapped up at the 22-yard line. Give him 14 on the carry. On the William V. Campbell Trophy semifinalist. It's basically the Heisman Trophy for the FCS division. Sports Network National Offensive Player of the Week. Missouri Valley Football Conference Offensive Player of the Week. Also had a big kickoff return for a touchdown a week ago. 3 TDs last week. And he has been the horse today for UNI as he now goes over 100 yards with that carry.
That doesn't work out.
2nd down for UNI. Darian Miller straight up the middle, and UNI puts 6 on the board. Well, the Panthers have more running backs than just David Johnson. Nobody in center field for North Dakota State.
He's a different ticket.
In a hurry-up mode as Wentz looking to throw, chased by Williams, and Williams gets to him. The ball comes loose. They're going to say down by contact, back at the 28-yard line.
The X Factor.
3rd down and 20. Wentz steps up. He's going to run. He's got at least 10 back, and he's dropped down the 36-yard line by Jake Farley, and a little pushing and shoving after the play.
And the clock's ticking right now. We're at 3:12.
Got tackled inbounds.
Big to keep it inbounds.
It's a 4th down and 8 for North Dakota State. And North Dakota State, they came in looking for their 5th win over a top 25 ranked team, but this UNI defense,
they get the game ball, Brad.
They have stood up to the test. Here's David Johnson. He likes game balls. He's out to the 29.
Well, it depends how many game balls you're handing out. Let's give number 7 one as well.
Over 100 yards rushing, adding that to his total. And this isn't just a 1-point win. This is a pretty dominant victory against the number 1 ranked team in the country.
You only give up 3 points to the number 1 ranked team. 3 points.
A defense that allowed an average of 10 points all season gives up 23 to the UNI Panthers. And their 33-game win streak has ended. The UNI Panthers knock off number 1 North Dakota State 23-3 inside the Unidome. You're watching Panther football on the Panther Sports Network.